In the wild heart of the Iberian Peninsula, a shadow prowls through sunlit scrublands. The Iberian lynx, once the rarest cat on Earth. Its survival seemed impossible until an unlikely partner emerged. Not a mighty predator, not a human hero, but a humble creature many call a pest, the rabbit. This is the untold story of how one of nature's smallest survivors became the lynx's greatest ally.
Disclaimer: this film is created for educational purposes. All visuals are either real footage or representative and enhanced using AI to illustrate key behaviors and environments.
In our last episode, we uncovered a radical idea born in South Africa, the Rhino Stope Project. Scientists injected rhino horns with a harmless radioactive isotope, making them traceable and worthless to poachers. What seemed dangerous was proven safe for both rhinos and their habitat. It was a story of science turning the tide in the war against poaching.
At the turn of the 21st century, the Iberian lynx stood on the very edge of extinction. Fewer than 100 cats remained in the wild. Roads fragmented their habitat, hunting thinned their numbers, and the land that once belonged to them shrank with every passing year. Conservationists launched an all-out rescue, restoring landscapes, breeding in captivity, and reintroducing lynxes to their native grounds. But beneath all this effort lay a hidden truth. Even the strongest lynx cannot survive without its prey.
For the Iberian lynx, the European rabbit is more than a meal. It is life itself. Rabbits make up nearly 90% of a lynx's diet. Without them, females fail to breed. Cubs go hungry. Populations collapse. When waves of disease, myxomatosis in the 1950s, rabbit hemorrhagic disease in the 1980s, swept across Iberia, rabbit numbers plummeted, and the lynx, tied by an invisible thread, fell with them. Predator and prey, locked in a fragile equation. Conservationists soon realized to save the lynx, they first had to save the rabbit. Across Spain and Portugal, efforts began. Rabbits were reintroduced into lynx habitats. New burrows were dug, even artificial warrens created to give them shelter. Scientists worked to manage diseases, to strengthen rabbit populations against collapse. By protecting a creature long dismissed as a pest, humans built a safety net strong enough to hold a predator.
Today, the Iberian lynx is making a remarkable comeback. From the brink of extinction, its numbers have grown to over 1,000. Its status has shifted from critically endangered to vulnerable. A conservation miracle, but also a lesson written into the fabric of nature itself. No species stands alone. Every life is part of a web, And sometimes the survival of a great predator depends on the fate of the smallest creature. The Iberian lynx did not return because of its strength or its stealth alone. It returned because of connection. Because even in the wild, greatness depends on the overlooked. And in this story of survival, the rabbit was the key. But the lynx is not the only species with a hidden story. Far away, another creature is being hunted, not for survival, but for profit. And in the shadows of crime, scientists uncovered something no one expected: a brand new species. In the dark underworld of wildlife trafficking, a fragile creature is smuggled across borders. The pangolin, the most illegally traded mammal on Earth. But hidden within its scales lies a secret no one expected. From seized blood samples, scientists uncovered something extraordinary: a new species of pangolin, revealed only because of this crime. What does this mean for science, for conservation, and for the future of a creature on the brink? Episode 4, The Pangolin's Genetic Mystery, the trafficking that led to a new discovery, a tragedy that accidentally led to discovery.